we are going to do is we're going to get started. My promise is that I am going to cover this in 60 minutes or less. So we are going to fly through it. Okay, so we are going to be dissecting the anatomy of a real estate investment deal each month with full transparency and no BS. You love it? She's like, I love it. And I said, okay, well, let's do it then. And she changed my mind. And because of her, we went forward with it. This is what the numbers look like initially, right? So this is, let's go back here again. This is our offer calculator. This is my brain on a spreadsheet. And I'm going to show you how I came to my price, okay? Keep in mind, this is all via text. We never talked on the phone. We never spend much time than that. Now, we do have a relationship already. He knows I perform, and I know he brings me good deals, so that always helps. So every property, everything that we do is on Dropbox. So it's very easy to get access. We have years and years of transactions here, hundreds and hundreds of properties we've bought. So as I mentioned earlier, we'll get through it all in 60 minutes or less. We're going to get started, and time is our greatest asset. No one in this earth can have more or create more time. We all have a certain amount of time. We can always make more money, get more assets, create more wealth, but we can never get time back. So I don't want to waste it. I want to get right to it. I was unsure about this property. I walked it by myself. I think I was at the fire department, and I just stopped by one day morning after shift on my way home, and I wasn't feeling it. So I was like, hey, let me bring Geraldine here. Geraldine is my wife, my business partner, and she is our chief interior designer, and she is absolutely amazing. As you can see some of her work here, and she walked through it, and she absolutely loved the house. And I was like, you do? Everything that we do on this deal is gonna start right here on our offer calculator, and what you are looking at is going to be your initial numbers. So these are the before pictures of Crooked Oak. We'll cover a little bit more, and keep in mind I'm going to be going in and out on PowerPoint just so I can show you actual files and folders that we have on the computer. So just bear with us as we transition in and out. Okay, so this is just an idea on how to handle that on the acquisition side, but very straightforward. This is the other conversation we had. I said Geraldine's going to have an orgasm when she finds out we're going to get this property. She was going crazy in there because she loved it. And then he said, can you close by next Friday? I said that should work. Same as before, I can send our assignment instructions again. Underneath is what I kind of explained just now. My minimum to make on a fix and flip is going to be at 10% net. If I'm buying directly from the seller, I might start at 17.5 or 15% net, and then try to lock it up that way, or work my way up from there. But I kind of have to know my audience. I gotta know who I'm working with. If it's already a wholesale that I know he works and he's legit and he's straight up, I don't need to play the game. I can just go, hey, this is the best I can do, and go from there. So we didn't have any banks to deal with. We didn't have to deal with appraisals, no inspections. The money was advanced to us all upfront at closing. We didn't have repairs in escrow. All deferred accrued interest until payoff, so we didn't need to make monthly payments. We just made one big payment at the end and no monthly interest payments. This is what our capital stack looks like. Capital stack is how the finance is done. You have a senior debt, you have your junior debt, and then you have the equity on top of it. For us, we use 3 lenders. They all share an undivided interest on a first lien. Technically 2 lenders, since one of the lenders split into her personal name and sold a 401k. This is how the 3 lenders, which is actually 2 lenders, worked out. One lender took $342. They had a 50% undivided interest. And then the other lender split it $120 into her solo 401k for an 18% undivided interest, and the remainder, which is $221, under her personal name. So total combined, we raised $682,582 as a loan. This is what it looks like. Our new funding email went out. We had 40% open rate, 117 people opened, 13 people clicked on it. And I think I actually had 4 responses, but it was overly funded. So I can only go up to a certain amount, and then it's gone. And then once it is funded, I have to send out an email. And this is one of the most important steps, because it trains your investor that when they see a deal from you, they better act fast because it might get funded. So that triggers them to respond right away and make a commitment. That's what happened on this deal. I've had deals get funded in 6 minutes when I send it out because of our whole system and our whole presentation. And also, it helps them know that they can stop doing their due diligence because the deal is gone, so they don't have to spend any time on it. So another neat thing is I can see exactly who opened the email and who clicked on it, which is helpful, because then I can email again whoever didn't open, and if they're clicking on it, they might be interested.